YouTube fam.
Hey,
Welcome
fam.
back to the Relation Station. We know that we've been gone for a minute, but you know, we took a little vacay.
Break.
Much needed break.
Yes.
But we are back with y'all, and we got a new topic of discussion, and that topic is truth. Trust. Trust, y'all.
Right.
Not truth. Trust. But you need to tell the truth too.
Mhm.
So that may come out in this anyway.
Right.
But nevertheless, before we do that and get into our topic, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you comment. Like, we so appreciate you guys looking at our other videos and, you know, liking and commenting and just getting our viewers up, you know, getting our subscriptions up. We really appreciate you guys for that. So go ahead and subscribe while you have the moment. We're going to give you a second to get that done.
Yes.
Don't forget to share this with your family and your friends. They need to hear it too. Get them to subscribe as well, all right? So, all right. Tick, 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 tick. Time is up. All right, so we're going to get into this trust, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, when you think of trust, what do you think of?
Before you start, let me say something real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
We're not relationship experts.
Oh, I forgot about that.
The reason we're here for this is to drop nuggets, drop a little information for couples out there about relationships or even friends, you know, in relationships and things that we have been through in our marriage and our growth, dealing with blended family and things of that nature. And God put it on our hearts to share information and to drop some nuggets and just get on this platform and do that. And
here we are.
Yes, the disclaimer is we're not relationship experts.
Right.
We're not relationship coaches.
No.
We don't have degrees. We're not counselors or anything of that.
Right.
We just here as a couple, as a married couple, just dropping nuggets and we pray.
Sharing our experience.
Yeah, just sharing our wisdom and our experience. Take it, don't take it.
Right.
But we just here to drop. and when you got information, you got to share it. So it can help others and others will grow.
Yeah.
Can't hold information.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get that disclaimer before we get
Thank
started.
you. I got to remember to do that because
Right.
you need to say that because, you know, you don't want people to think you out here,
Right.
you know, perpetrating. We ain't perpetrating. Okay. We repping Jesus.
Right.
All right. And that's it. All right. So trust. Trust is the faith you have in someone that they will always remain loyal to you and love you. To trust me, you can rely on me. You can confide in me. You're comfortable with me. You're safe with me. You can be vulnerable with me. Okay, we talked about vulnerability. I have a hard time saying that, y'all. Last time.
Right.
So, you know, when you're building a relationship, it's built on trust. Trust isn't something that you can make.
Right.
It isn't something that you can, you know, do overnight. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you can force somebody to do. It's something that's earned. It's something that's built over time, right? That's how trust goes. Like the more I'm with you, the more you show me, the more I feel more comfortable with you, the more I feel I can start sharing things with you, the more, you know, I can confide in you because I feel like I can be safe with you.
Right.
That's when I start feeling, oh, you know what, I can trust him. Right?
Right.
So trust is really hard for a lot of us because you know, and this is just my opinion. This ain't no book knowledge or anything. In my opinion, we don't give enough time in the building stages of the relationship to learn each other. You have to learn, you have to watch, you have to observe, you got to listen, you got to pay attention, you got to want to be there. You know what I'm saying? You got to be patient. You got to, you know, you got to wait things out. You got to see things through, even through the tough and the, you know, and the happy times. Like you have to see how everything works out. And that takes time. You can't do that overnight. Right. So you got to build your trust over time. It takes a minute to build that thing, you know, and, you know, people say, well, I trust you far as I can see you. Oh, well, I don't know. I never really understood what that meant as far as I could see. Because if I got 20/20 vision, I can see you far. If I don't have, I got 10/10 vision, and I'm seeing you right here at my nose.
So I really don't
So,
trust you.
right. So, yeah. So, what does that mean?
Mhm.
I have no idea what that means.
Right.
So, I just feel like when I get in that position where I can share a very vulnerable moment with you or share something that's very sacred to me, and I can give it to you or share it with you, and you don't judge me for it,
Right.
you don't throw it back in my face when we beef, or and you can keep it right here between me and you. And I'm like,
Mhm.
oh shoot, now I realize, oh, okay, he got my back.
Mhm.
And that's when that's the first stage. Like, okay, all right, I feel a little comfortable.
Right.
I'm feeling he's allowing me to be my uniquely made me.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
you're not judging me for the way I think or process stuff.
Right.
Um, and that's kind of what trust do. It's just allowing the other person to be their unique them,
Mhm.
right? And just figure out the even place where you guys can kind of connect and start and begin to build your foundation, of course, on the
Mhm.
trust factor.
Right.
Like
That is major.
yeah,
Trust is major because without trust, there's really it's not a relationship.
mm-hmm,
Because if I can't trust you, if I can't trust the information, I can't trust you now. Basically, because I'm trusting you as a friend,
mm-hmm,
in friendship. That's even in a marriage, it's friendship.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Because I got your back, you got my back,
mm-hmm,
and I trust you.
mm-hmm,
I trust that you got my back. You got my best interest. You won't hurt me. You won't come back and like you said, throw stuff back in my face
mm-hmm,
and do things like that. Trust is a key.
yeah,
Like and once and we go to the part, I didn't want to jump. I didn't know where your nose was
no,
at. When you go to breaking that trust
oh boy,
in relationships, that's harsh. Even
mm-hmm.
when you say I'm sorry, that doesn't heal. I mean, that doesn't. The wound is still there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That
correct,
scar is still there. When you break somebody's trust, that's be it in a marriage, you cheating,
mm-hmm,
or friendship had betrayed someone, or talk
mm-hmm,
behind their back, and because they confided in them in important information or
mm-hmm,
something they probably never told anybody, and then you gonna end up going telling that person, telling another person,
mm-hmm,
and then that
mm-hmm.
you crush that individual. And we don't understand how you can destroy an individual and and
I mean,
and
easily,
and scar them for a long time
mm-hmm,
because you sit there and broke the trust.
yeah,
Now there are other individuals now they skeptical about getting another friend, getting into a
mm-hmm.
friendship, getting into a
Oh, right,
relationship.
because now it goes into a cycle of
Yeah,
not trusting.
yeah. Now I don't trust anybody
Mm.
because the person I did trust prior, they broke the trust, and
Oh, shoot.
now I'm bitter and I'm angry, and I don't know if ever's going,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm ever going to have another relationship like that.
Mm-hmm.
And some people build relationship and they feel like, oh, I like that person, I love that person,
Mm-hmm.
but then they break it, and we don't understand when you break friendship
Mm.
because the friend is greater. Even the word says greater than a brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
A friend is that's this true love to
Mm-hmm.
me. When you have a best friend, people say I got friends.
I don't think people really understand the friend
Friendship.
thing. That's
Friendship is love.
that's a whole nother maybe session we can talk about for
But
real.
whatever I got, you got.
Yeah.
Vice versa. Whatever is the best, I want the best for you.
Yeah, that's a friend.
Regardless. I mean, that's a friend.
Yeah.
I got your back. I'm there regardless.
I'll die for you.
And I'm not doing it to get something in return.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's but when you saying so that means I trust you.
Yeah.
But when that's broken, that can be so scarring.
Right. It's very scarring. How do you, rebuild your trust when you're scar? That's just like when you have a cut, and they say you have the scarring under under your skin and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like that never gets better, even if they go in there and scrape it. You
Right,
know
you
what I'm
got the
saying?
scar tissue.
Yeah, and that you'll get to scrape that scar tissue off.
Mm-hmm.
You still have a wounded wound underneath.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That you just have to learn how to deal with.
Yeah.
And that's a very, very touchy subject because a lot of people lose trust very early on, in the family. And that non-trust goes outside of the family into your friendships and into your relationships and into, into your teenage adult, fully grown adult years. And you can't really put your finger on why you can't trust, because that thing was broken a long time ago. But I'm here to tell you, with God, he can heal that.
Amen.
God can heal that area. Only he can do that. If you're willing to give it to him, then God can take that area that has been totally crushed, battered, and bruised and clean it up and make it brand new.
That's so true.
God can do that for you. So, but that's something that you definitely have to, you have to be very forward with and be like, I got a problem in this area, and God, I need you to take it and help me and deal with me in this area. But another point about trust is, especially when you have trust in a friendship or in a relationship, trust will have you not have to have all the details. So if Rob say, I'll be back, all right. Like sometimes I maybe say, where you going? He'd be like, I don't know. I'm going to run the streets for a second. You know what I'm saying? Just being, being funny or what have you. But I know within my heart that he isn't doing nothing crazy. So it doesn't really matter where he's going to me. It really doesn't. You know what I mean? I'm just like, all right, well, be careful, and I'll see you when you get back. That's trust, though. That has been built over time, where if he say, look, I'll be back in a little bit, and I don't have to, well, when you going to be back? What time you going to be back? Well, where you going and who you with? And, I don't even go there at all. Like nowhere in my mind do I have to take it there, because it doesn't matter. Right. It doesn't matter. I know, I trust my man, and I know that he's not going to be doing nothing stupid, or I pray that he's not doing anything stupid. And if he is, it's on him. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But like that trust thing that we built there is so important, because it's, in so many different ways, it gives you peace. It gives you peace in your relationship, because a lot of times that non-trust area is why you get into debates about stuff, because you're like, well, where you been? Well, why didn't you answer the phone? And, if he calls me and I don't answer the phone, it's okay. It's not, I don't have to worry about being in we beefing when I get home, and then, we not talking to each other and, going for days and days because I didn't answer the phone. It's funny when I talk to him, be like, well, Dad, was you busy? And I'm like, oh, my bad, and then it's over. Like, it's not, well, what were you doing? Well, why didn't you answer the phone? You know what I mean? Like,
it comes from insecurity.
It comes from that insecure place. Yes. And you don't trust. You like, that joker don't answer the phone. He doing something. When you automatically go to that, then that's an insecurity that you have. And I am going to say to the women that it is the man's job to secure you. It is his job to secure you. But that is a mature man to understand his place. Okay? It is a mature man that can know that he needs to come in here and make me understand that he got my back, no matter what, whether I'm with him or not. You understand what I'm saying? So, I just wanted to drop that little nugget in there. It's maturity that can do that. And they'll learn how to do that and then secure you, so you don't have to feel that kind of funky place. And then I secure him and letting him know he don't have to worry. You know what I mean? Because likewise, if I step out, I'm like, I'll be right back. I mean, as a man, he's like, hey, where you going? Because I'm a woman stepping out by myself like that, just a security factor. But it's not a like, you don't trust me. It's just like, okay, well, wait, be careful. I need to go with you, if I'm going to the ATM or something, like, don't be doing that by yourself and all that kind of foolishness. But, likewise, he don't be tripping if I don't answer the phone on the first call or even the second call.
My thing is, I want to make sure everything's all right.
Everything's fine.
And nothing has happened. That's where my mind, I don't go to. Because, I don't have no reason to think something crazy. But my thing is, I pray everything is all right. Because it normally is picked up, or something like that. I was busy at work. But my thing is, because sometimes we don't look at it like that. We look at they're doing something they're not supposed to, or they out there, this and that. But I'm praying, okay, she called me back, everything is safe. You know what I'm saying? And she's good, everything is safe. So it's not It's not about like, doing
I'm out there doing something.
extra stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's
but
the relationship that we built.
Yeah, like you said, if you is doing something, that's on you. Oh, it's gonna come out.
Right. I mean, like you gotta be secure in that. Like, okay, he can go out there and do it if you want to. It's coming back on you, son.
Oh, no doubt.
And
vice versa.
Especially in a marriage.
Vice versa.
Yeah, especially if vice versa. No doubt. But especially in a marriage, you know what I'm saying? You do not step out on your marriage. Don't do it. I don't know nobody that has stepped out on their marriage and it has been okie dokie.
No.
Okay. It's been an uphill battle.
It's not smooth sailing.
Even if they get remarried, they never settle,
and some bruises there.
Yes, because it's just is covenant, and it's principle. It's God's principle. So
it's His will. It's His order.
Yes.
And once you disrupt that order, and you broke it here, it's broken in heaven. And that's not good. It says in the word, you should not be doing.
Yeah.
And so once that's broken, you're gonna have to pay a lot of consequences.
Yeah, I mean, get ready for it. So I don't have any, I don't have no fear. I don't have no doubt in that. Being secure in who you are also will allow you to be that person that can trust. And maturity plays a factor on both ends in relationships, in all kind of relationships, on all levels. Because when you have two mature people coming together, then you're going to have, different turnouts. Because I'm not going to sit here and argue and fuss and fight. I'm not doing that.
Right.
Like, I'm not wasting my energy on that. What are we fighting for? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So, you learn how to diplomatically, get your feelings out and say what you have to say, respectfully to the person, and then, you squash it. But that's the relationship that you build. It's over time, it's so many different areas and levels of relationships that you tap into that you're doing simultaneously in a relationship. And that's with family, with your friends, with your mate. It's so many different areas that you're tapping into simultaneously that you got to be like cognizant of, and you're like, oh shoot, and you just kind of back and forth. But if the relationship is worth it, then you're going to do whatever it is, to make that relationship be solid and be the best that it can be. But when you're allowing each other to be their unique self, that is the first thing. You got with me, you saw that I was an emotional person, so then you decided, I'm going to take her emotional self. Don't try to make me change when we get in a relationship. I was emotional before this relationship. I'm an emotional person, so you decided you got to figure out how to work with me and my emotions. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that situation may be, It could be something deeper, that I need to deal with, that you can help me with. I don't know. But again, I have to be vulnerable to let you in that area. And then you got to be willing to take it and deal with it, right? Especially when you're trying to build a relationship and you're building trust and you're building confidence. You know what I'm saying? And you're trying to understand each other. You're coming from two different worlds. You're trying to learn each other. You got to learn the family. You got to learn the work person. You got it's so much coming into a relationship, and trust and maturity and vulnerability. All of those things come together as one to make you a solid foundation in a relationship. But it doesn't happen overnight.
Got to work at it.
That thing has to be worked at, and it has to be intentional. And you have to feel like, okay, this relationship is worth my time, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna wait for it. Even when it doesn't look right, or even when it doesn't feel very good today, or even when it's not looking, you looking at it sideways, like, I ain't sure about this. You know what I mean? You got to talk to your God and ask him, like, okay, Father, I'm in this.
Yes, you do.
Was this you or is this me?
Right.
Because that's another thing. If God put it together, then no man can take it apart. But if we put it together,
Man,
it's,
gonna tear it up.
it's easily torn into
Yeah,
pieces. You know what I'm
man, gonna tear
saying?
it up.
So yes. So so that is
Tear it
another that's another key to our relationship study. And it's trust,
Yeah.
which is built over time.
Mm-hmm.
It's built in respect.
Mm-hmm.
And it's built gradually and naturally. It's not made. You know what I'm saying? It's gradual, it's natural, and it's intentional.
Right. Yeah. Trust is the key.
That's it.
Yeah, trust is key. All right, y'all. We're going to end it right there.
Yeah.
You have some more to say?
No, that's it.
All right, we're going to end it right there. We
Yeah.
thank y'all for joining. I am Rob, and this is Robin.
Hey,
Thank y'all for
sorry.
joining the
We didn't
Relation
even introduce
Station.
ourselves.
Right, we thank y'all.
We the Relation Station. That's what we
Yeah,
are.
we thank y'all for joining the Relation Station. And please come on and join in. We're gonna try to get more videos out and try to push them out, but we've been taking a little break from social media and all that type of stuff. But please stay with us. Please subscribe and share it with your friends that they may get some knowledge or just little nuggets to help. Like I said, we're not experts in this.
No.
We're not professionals. We don't have degrees, relationship studies, and relationship counselors, marriage counseling. None of that.
None of that.
It's just us two regular people that have come together, and God has allowed us to come on this platform. And He told us to come on this platform.
And share our stuff, our testimony.
Yes, and drop some nuggets on you.
Yeah.
All right. So, fam, we thank y'all for joining. Until next time.
All right. Peace out.
All right.